Kirby, you're looking so happy, because we are about to take on the last story episode of Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Feels like it's kind of come and gone. I want to head back to the Lore Star Cutter here. Hello everyone, my name is Master Starman, and welcome to, as I said, the last story episode of Return to Dreamland. I want to head and talk to Magalor one last time.
I believe it's time for the final showdown, and Landia truly is one formidable foe. Team up if necessary. Oh man, I can't believe you found them all. Kirby, you seriously rock. I'm so thankful for your help. High five, low five, all that. As a token of my gratitude, I'll let you in on a little secret about this ship. Lore is a legendary Halconan vessel crafted by the ancients. It said that incredible power is used to construct it, and that the ancients used the same power and grabbed countless other legendary creations. I excavated the ship from the volcano where Landia dwells and repaired it. I couldn't help but make a few upgrades before taking it for a spin. But it also says this ship has a mind of its own. I'm not so sure. But you will speak to me someday. I take good care of it. I don't know if... Well, I'm still looking to have met you. Me, friends with legendary Kirby. Maybe later I can give your autograph. Does he say anything else? Why did you decide to help me? I mean, I was a complete stranger to you at the time, right? What is it, Kirby? Why are you making that face? Is it really that silly of a question? I suppose if someone else was in trouble, I'd help them out too. I mean, if you were in trouble somehow, I'd be the first one to come out to help you. Guess why? Because we're friends. Let's keep being our great friends to each other, Kirby, okay? Say anything else? Besides your Landia speech? Ah, you're saying that. I want to read that second message that he said again, because I was kind of skipping through, not realizing it was something different. I knew about you long before our fateful meeting. A great hero Kirby hailing from Dreamland and Planet Popstar, he traveled the cosmos, fighting foes and helping those in need. Real celebrity, you know?
Yeah, Magalor does let us in on some interesting little lore bits. With all that being said, let's take the fight to Landia now. We have 100%ed every main level in the game. All that really entailed was finding all the energy spheres, which I kind of like, honestly. There's no extra hidden stuff you need to worry about, just the energy spheres. Let's make our way up to stage 4. We need to prepare for a really epic showdown here. Get a number of cool abilities we can use here. I thought we got Fighter for this. I guess not. I'm gonna take Sand for this. Maybe a little bit of a cop-out ability here. I would have probably otherwise taken Leaf Kirby again, but I think Sand's new to this game. Let's give it a good chance against a new boss here. Why not? This dragon was strong enough to shoot down a ship. Landia. Complete with a new boss theme in general here. So what's that? The minute I get hit there. Whenever Landia gets to about half health here, they split up. There's multiple dragons. It doesn't really matter which one you attack. They all share the same life bar anyway. It's not like you need to defeat one in particular. I usually like to try and focus on a formation that I can hit multiple of them in one fell swoop. Dive whirl attack. Sand's up attack is really, really busted. But that's it for Landia.
Well, Kirby, you truly earned your reputation as a hero. Your help defeating Landia was invaluable. At long last, it's mine! The source of limitless power, the Master Crown! Obtaining this crown has been my ultimate goal all along! What's with all the weird looks? Fine, let me explain everything! I fought Landia by myself and lost, so I fled to planet Popstar. That's when the thought struck me. I could have defeated Landia. A stroke of genius, I know. You helped me repair my Star Cutter. I really did appreciate that, by the way. Anyway, the time has come for your planet. No! Time has come for the entire universe to bow down to me! For being such big help in all of this, your planet gets to go first! Prepare to bow, Popstar. Welcome your new overlord. Seems Landia's willing to help us out after all. Let's board some dragons and fly. Level 8, another dimension. This was a plot twist that really blew my mind when I first played it. It didn't really, like, surprise me too much, but I didn't think they were gonna pull the whole Mark's shtick again. Only, like, ramp things up to, like, 11 or 12. Because that's essentially what we got here. If you've ever played Kirby Superstar, this is kind of similar to the ending of that game, only... Man, this is, like... This is that ending ramped up to, like, infinity by comparison. Like, you have a really cool, like, really beautiful 2D side-scroller here with just really great controls all around. You can hold the button and shake your rear mode to charge up, and that also can fire backwards as well. That's something you might want to keep in mind. I really need extra lives, but I'll take it anyway. If you press your B button, you can, or whatever your jump button is, you can do a dash attack that kind of is a little bit of an awkward reach around back, but you are completely invincible when using it, so by all means, I think it's a pretty good attack, all things considered. This is just a really great endgame set piece here. Magalor tricked us this whole time. He wants to take over our planet, but you know what? We're not gonna let him do that. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop that cat. Whatever costs me necessary. Also, it's that crown, which is every bit of as much trouble as it seems. The real truth is that the Master Crown was the thing that was likely the thing that was causing so much trouble. Because Magalor himself's not really overly evil, but he did desire this crown. So the Landias were the ones who had the crown, and the fact that Magalor wanted it was not really good news, and Landia was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna let you take this
for obvious reasons. Of course, now that Magalor does have it, that does spell a lot of trouble. And it's time to fight the Lore and Magalor! Yeah, we gotta fight the Lore Starship, the same hub area that we've messed around in a lot. This fight is really cool. It'll attack using a lot of the things that we've built on our journey to kind of come up to this far. It'll attack us with pretty much all the weapons that we worked to try and get up to this point. As a giant tornado attack here. And if I can get him to the halfway mark, there we go. Gets pissed off. Start chucking some energy balls at us here. These red ones, I think, kind of, yeah, they kind of track in on a different way there. He'll go behind us and he'll start shooting like maniac here. Again, you can shoot backwards. Keep that in mind. It is a nice thing to keep in mind there. This attack here will spin in a circle here, so keep that in mind there. God, this is just such an awesome finale though, man. Like, man. Let's take down that ship. And now let's give chase to that cat once and for all. Well, seems he has better aim than we thought. And the Landias also can't take more than one hit from this guy for some reason. Anyways, we got some abilities left we can use here. I think you know which ability I'm taking for this. Let's go, fighter. Also just have a random mix ability here. This is new to the deluxe here. That mixer wasn't in the original. We got one hell of a showdown to go. Magalor, it's you and me. This fight and this freaking music, oh my god, I love this song. This song does not get appreciated nearly enough. It is one of my favorite final boss themes in probably all of the Kirby series. If not even potentially my favorite final boss theme. Magalor doesn't start off too hard here, but when he gets pissed, he takes no prisoners here. This black hole attack tries to suck us in. You do not want to get sucked in that, or you are in for a world of pain. As these energy balls here... Fighter is a great ability because this... Sure, you can attack. He has a freaking Kamehameha beam super, whatever you want to call it. Like, God, this was just... This fight was... I was in a really big Dragon Ball Z kick when this game first came out, and, like, this was tickling all my anime, like, wants just right then and there. And then he has an energy sphere similar to Grand Doomer. You know what this means for us, though. God, this song, man, just... We get to use super abilities whenever he actually decides to step into the foreground. We get to fight this cat with our super abilities. Oh, God, man, this boss is just, in every sense of the word, epic. He'll destroy our super ability after a few hits. It's kind of stupid that he tries to summon more enemies, but, ends up giving us more supers here. Let's get Flare Beam here now. He comes to the foreground, we can attack him with that. He's doing the black hole again. Oh, can you, like, not psych me out here, please? There we go. And he'll destroy that again. And, yeah, for some reason he gives us an Ultra Sword. Probably a big mistake there, Magalor. Even though he dodged that one there. Let's go, destroy the last of his barrier. When he does that, he'll come to the foreground. We have a control stick shake here. God, that moment is stellar! That is so awesome! And to top it all off, when you think all of that is over... Magalor's not down for the count! He has his crowned phase. This'll destroy your super ability, but stupidly, the first thing he decides to do is juggle a bunch of enemies, including the ability you were using against him, so welcome back, Fighter Kirby. Kirby uses Monster Reborn, but we still have a fight on our hands here. Magalor pulls no punches left here. He basically decides to use everything he has against us here. Be able to teleport between two portals here. This song is also incredible here. This is a track called Crowned. You're more than likely have heard this one. He has another freaking Kamehameha, and it's even cooler than the last one. God, this freaking... I love this fight, man. Like, I love the whole collective Magalor fights. Like, so easily the best final bosses in Kirby, I think. And then when he's at half, he uses freaking super ability. Oh my god, this fight is so freaking awesome. He has his own super abilities. It goes without saying you don't want to be hit by those, but... Oh, he's using his Monster Flame. I think this song... as much as I love this song, I do think it does kind of overshadow the first phase theme a bit. When he does this here, pay attention to which sides of the screen he's highlighting there, because that's what will affect his damage output there. I want him to use his other super here. You may have noticed that there hasn't been any... Oh, this is cool here. He'll shoot his Kamehameha into a portal there, and then... this is so cool, man. Yep, there's his last one. That's great. This is the Flare Beam. You may wonder what's happening with Snowball and Grand Hammer. I'll get more into that in a minute. Let me get one last Shoryuken in there. That's enough to destroy the crown. Seems that all this fighting is causing this dimension to collapse. Hey, it's a good thing this thing's back to normal at least. And the Landias have at least healed up here. Brave and daring escape. We make it out. Everyone's just laughing at that goofball DD. Everyone says their farewells and heads off to another dimension. Bye! That was it for the main story of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say this straight up front. I love the credits music of this game so much. It's something that I would seriously recommend just listening to itself. But I love this game, man. I absolutely love this game. This is... I'm gonna talk about the game in a general sense, and then I'm also gonna talk a little bit about, like, how good of a remaster Deluxe is here. I'm just gonna say for the record here, this is still one of the best games in the Kirby series, easily, I think. It's simpler than some other Kirby games. Like, I think it is simpler than both Triple Deluxe and Planet Robot, and I can understand how if you like the added elements that both of those games brought to the table. This game just took the Superstar formula and just perfected it in a way that like, my big issue with Superstar was always, I always loved the gameplay, but it always felt like no game mode in that ever really, like, reached what its full potential could be, except maybe Great Cave Offensive. They were always very short. This game took the formula of adventure, Kirby's Adventure on NES, which I like, with the formula of Superstar, and just polymerization them into something just grand and stellar. And the freaking Super Saiyan boss fight, that is so good, man. You know, like, this game does way more than enough right in my book to where, like, especially by late game, I think the levels reach just kind of that right challenge peak where they're not overly hard, but they're not the complete cakewalks either that, like, some of the early worlds are. But it's a very fun game to just blast through. There's nothing really that feels tedious about this game at all. It's very fun to the point. Just, it's such a great game altogether, man. I like that the remaster of this game expanded the level design as well to add, like, tickets and such that you can find as well. Because that's something that I did think that the 3DS games improved on, was that, and even Star Allies as well, to an extent with the puzzle pieces in those, the fact that you could, like, like, explore levels to find other collectibles. I think this is a nice incentive on that. Really, I think the only minor downside for me, and to some I know this is a little more major than for others, but do I wish this game had online play? Yes, because the multiplayer of this game is still fantastic, but yeah. Beyond that, though, this is still just a fantastic game altogether, though. Like, it's really hard for me to pinpoint between Amazing Mirror and this game, which are my favorite Kirby games, because I love them both. I know Amazing Mirror's reception is a little more divisive in the last decade or so, but I can't help that that's a game I've been playing for like almost 20 years now. God, no, how is that game all... No, shut up, I'm not finishing that sentence. This game, though, if there's ever what I would define as a quintessential Kirby game, it's this one. If you're looking to make this your starting point with Kirby, I don't think you could do wrong with this one. But wait, there's more. We're not done. Oh, we got the Trader Magalor. Extra mode is now available. A whole new adventure awaits. You can also play the arena. Are you up to the challenge? And Magalor Epilogue, the Interdimensional Traveler. Oh, we can also play in the jukebox as well. So, I'm gonna quickly talk about some of the other extras we'll be talking about. First, let me go to Merry Magoland, because we can get some other things here, I think. I think there's some other things we can get here now that we're done. Oh, I can get a blue Kirby. Oh, there's Landia. Get the Landia mask. Alright, so... You may be wondering... I thought this was actually going to take me to the main menu, but sure, why not? You may be wondering where the last 8% that we're missing is, considering we have 100% otherwise. Well, if you remember, we were unlocking these throughout the game. Yeah, all of these challenge stages do account for 100%. I think you just need to play them at least once. Like, I think as long as you have a ranking on them, it doesn't really matter. I would like to try and go for all golds in this run. I don't think that gets you anything. It might get you a mask, actually, but I'm not really sure. There is a platinum ranking, which is insanely hard to get. I don't know if I've ever gotten a platinum, if I'm being honest. I might try, but like, yeah, that's gonna be a whole other video. Probably the next video of the Let's Play, actually. And I don't mean to keep going back into the lore here. I need to go back to mode selection so I can talk about some things. I'll talk about the one mode I don't think I'm gonna show off much, and that's the extra mode. This is almost one-to-one the same exact game as story mode. Like, same game, just you have half health and bosses are harder. There's a couple of other minor differences. The, like, portal mini areas that you go to after every super ability, those are faster. Not too much to the point where they're unplayable or anything, but they are faster than the base game. They also have a different color tinting as well. I might show, like, a level or something off, but I don't think I'm gonna bother showing this whole mode off. There is one extra thing that is added, and I guess I can quickly talk about this. There's an extra boss fight that gets added after, like, right after beating Metal General. There's actually, like, another boss fight that you fight after that. Yeah, it's a boss called HRD3. It's basically a giant DDD robot that you have to fight after Metal General. It is a pretty difficult boss fight. I'll be showing it off, but not through the extra mode. Again, this is a mode that I wouldn't be against showing, but it is almost the same exact thing as story mode again. I'll be playing this on my own time. I don't mind I know for some people they don't like that you have to play through the game twice. I don't mind it because I love this game as much as I do, but I can see how that is a bit of a sticking point. I also haven't played extra mode in, like, a really, really long time, so I'm kind of curious to see that again. Beyond that, though, the two modes that I am most interested in showing are the Arena, which, like in other Kirby games, is just a boss rush, and the Magalor Epilogue, which is a new... I don't actually know too much what this mode is like. I know you play as Magalor, and I know it has, like, new levels, I think, to it. I'm gonna be going into this one pretty much blind, so in another, like, couple of recording sessions, I'm not gonna immediately jump into this session here. I'm actually gonna do the, like, the bonus room video of story mode first, and probably the Arena as well, just so I can finish up the base game. Like, I did this with Triple Deluxe, where I did the Arena first before tackling any of the extra game stuff, because the Arena's all bosses from story mode. The fact that, I'll just say it right now, there's a true Arena as well, which is in every Kirby game now, I think, where it's bosses from extra mode. I don't know if there's anything for Magalor Epilogue, but I think that this does have harder bosses in it as well, so I don't know if there's, like, a true Arena with those or not. That would be insane if there was, but I am curious what this mode will entail. I don't know really much of anything from Magalor Epilogue, so this should be interesting. All that being said, thank you again so much for watching this. This is one of my favorite Kirby games of all time here. Has great music altogether, like almost every freaking song in this is just fantastic. Like, I just love this game, man. It is one of my favorite like, one of my favorite games in the Kirby series, one of my favorite platformers. I think if you are looking to play a Kirby game, this would be the one that I would definitely throw my recommendation out towards. Some games are still really good, like I do still think Star Allies and Forgotten Land are really good. I like Forgotten Land for at least doing something very much new with the 3D elements and everything. I'm definitely down to revisit that game at some point. But this game still holds a special spot in my heart, and I'm glad that this game... I'm glad that this game definitely... I'm glad this game got another chance, because I do think that a lot of people didn't really play Return to Dreamland for one reason or another. It was a pretty late Wii game, and I knew a lot of people who seemingly started the series with the 3DS titles and never really played this. I'm glad a lot of people now have a chance to play this game again. For someone like me, I remember it felt strange that this was like a return to form Kirby game after kind of being away for a while. Like, this was 3 years after Superstar Ultra, and a lot had kind of happened in that time. And even then, that's still mostly a remake of an older DS era, or an older Kirby game. So this was like the first all new Kirby game in like 5 years. And the first console Kirby game since... Oh god, this was... I think the first proper console game in 11 years, and it was in development for a long time as well. Like, this game was in development hell for a long time. So, I'm glad this saw the light of day finally. With all that being said, thank you everyone for watching. This Let's Play is definitely not over, but yeah, we still have a lot more to go after this, so don't go away too far. Next time, we got some challenge videos, so thanks everyone for watching. I've been Master Summerin, and I'll see you guys for that then.